In your science notebook today, you need to open to the table of contents. You should have done your matter vocabulary yesterday. So today you're going to write atomic theory, lab, ... page 28 to 29. Then you're going to turn to page 28. Make sure you write 28 and 29 wherever you are keeping up with your numbers. And then you are going to glue down this page on page 28. And you will glue down this page on page 29. So we're going to work on page 28 today in this video. More specifically, we're going to look at the top. You are going to draw aloe vera, sand, and iron filings, what they look like with your eye. And then I'm going to show you what they look like under a microscope, and you're going to draw them again. So first, let's just see what they look like with your eye. So that, let me zoom in a little so you're not seeing the other items on the plate. That is an aloe vera plant. This plant is actually really good for your skin. If you have a cut, you can put this stuff in the middle on your cut, and it'll help it heal faster, kind of like Neosporin will. So that's what the inside of it looks like, and then this is what the outside looks like. So you're going to draw what you see. You can color it as well. Pause the video if you need more time. The next thing that you're supposed to do on that page is draw what sand looks like. So there is some sand. Draw what you see when you look at that sand. You can pause the video if you need more time. Alright, now iron filings. That's what iron filings looks like. You can draw what that looks like. Now, because iron filings are super cool and they're magnetic, I'm going to do this because it's fun. Now, I did not give you iron filings in your materials because you're not doing this lab at home. You're doing this lab through a video, but you can see what these iron filings look like when they are attracted to a magnet. It's pretty neat. I don't think I can pick up yes, I can pick up the rest of them. Looky there, I picked them all up. But you can see when they're not attached, they're actually very, very tiny. Okay, when I get them off of the magnet, they're very, very tiny. I would say they're probably tinier than the sand is. They're almost like a powder. Okay? But they are fun to make designs with. So now that you have drawn what this looks like with your eye, you're going to draw what it looks like under a microscope. Now this isn't the best microscope because it had to be one that I could plug up to the computer and still show you. If you have a microscope at home, you can ask your parents if you can put a piece of plant under it because it does look different under a microscope of a higher power. But here is the aloe vera plant. This is the part, remember when I broke it in half? This is, let's see if I can show you here. That's the inside of it. The aloe vera plant, and that is the outside of it. So that's the ooey gooey stuff on the inside there that you're seeing right there. So draw what the aloe vera plant looks like under a microscope. You can see a lot more details under the microscope. You can pause the video if you need more time. So now we're going to look at sand under the microscope. And that looks way different than it did with your naked eye. Doesn't that look super cool? So draw what that looks like. That's sand that you looked at a second ago. And finally, that is the iron filings under the microscope. I'm going to try to put the magnet under here to see, so y'all can see how it looks when the magnet is attracted to it. That's just the styrofoam plate there. Let's see. So that is when it is stuck on the magnet. It actually looks pretty similar stuck on the magnet than just on the plate. I'll put it back on the plate so you can see what it looks like on the plate. There it is, just on the plate. So you're going to draw, you should have drawn what each one looked like with your eye, and then drawn what each one looked like under the microscope. Now that you have drawn them all, what they look like with your eye and what they look like under the microscope, you're going to answer the questions on page 28. 1 through 4 you should be able to answer just by looking at this video and looking at your drawings. Question 5 and question 6 you might need to do some research for. Now tomorrow is when you are going to do page 29. This is one of the bags that I gave you with materials in it. It says Atomic Theory Part 2. It has a green piece of paper in there that explains to you what to do, and it gives you snap cubes. It gave you blue, red, and green snap cubes for you to use to show these different molecules. So you're going to, tomorrow, you can do it today if you want, but you're going to use these directions. You're going to use the little bag that I gave you with the snap cubes in it, and you will do what it says. You will answer these questions as you do what it says on this green paper. Remember, I am going to need my snap cubes back, so when you are finished with them, please put them back in the bag so you can bring them back to me on your test day.